rage. Cody Fleming is the man who leads the brigade.
Hey everybody, it's Cody here from Rasslin Rage, and I am joined by the most dangerous man in the state of Michigan, D.B.A. Now, I'm going to ask him a few questions, but before I do that, please smash the thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. D.B.A., dude, man, I want to say thank you so much for doing this, man. I am so humbled.
No problem, bro. I want to thank you. I'm sorry our schedules conflicted, but I'm glad we finally got it done.
Yeah, that's the name of the game, right? That's what happens when you're the most dangerous man and run the longest running promotion in the state of Michigan, right? I mean, now speaking of, 19 years, XICW, 19 years. What's that mean to you? I know we posted a little bit about it on Facebook and you talked about it, but 19 years XICW.
Yeah, bro. I mean, in my wildest dreams, I would never think that XICW, I wouldn't even think I will be running the company, number one.
Right.
I'm supposed to be dead right now. I'm supposed to have been dead when I was 18 years old. So I really wouldn't even be thinking about running the company. And then for 19 years, bro, to become the longest running promotion in Michigan, to outdo the Sheik, man, I'm overwhelmed, bro.
Right. Well, I mean, I'm glad that you said something about the Sheik there. A lot of the guys that I've interviewed, they're new guys, and there was a couple other veterans, but when you ask the question, what got you involved in professional wrestling, and it's, well, I was watching TV, or I was doing this, or I was doing this, and I was 5, I was 6, but you've been in professional wrestling basically your entire life.
No, there's no basically. I've been in my entire life.
Right.
My dad was wrestling when I was born, so
Right.
it's been in my blood for 45 years.
Man, that's awesome. So I've interviewed 3, and then there's DBA. So there's 3 generations of Monroes in Michigan wrestling, or were wrestling at one time. How's that feel to you? Like, and now you have another son that's starting to wrestle now too. I've seen him in the ring a couple times. What's that like for you, man? I mean, some people call you the Godfather.
I recently heard that.
Yeah. You're the Godfather.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm humble.
Right.
But man, it's overwhelming to see where my father came from, to what I have become, to Double M3, and now Cade and the Killer. It's overwhelming, man. I would never think in 100 years that it would be a Monroe dynasty the way it is.
Yeah, and that's basically what it is too. I mean, there's some influence of your family through this entire state in every organization, no matter what organization. Really, if you think about it, because I mean, without the Sheik in those days, the Detroit Territory days, there really wouldn't be Michigan, and as far as wrestling goes, and then for you to come in and carry that legacy on, and you've influenced everything in this state in some way.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. You mention the Sheik, and it becomes a full circle.
Right.
Little do you know, some people don't know this, but my dad, Sweet Daddy Malcolm Monroe, used to take me up to the Sheik's house, and I actually started training in the Sheik's backyard when I was 16 years old.
Wow, that's pretty sweet. And that's the picture that you see online of his house, right? That house?
Yeah, that house, yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Now, we talked a little bit about XICW, and the 19 years. What Proving Ground hasn't been around for 19 years. Can you tell us?
Around 3 years.
3 years. All right. So 3 years Proving Ground's been around. How did that come about? Because, man, let's talk about one of the best ideas. I really love Proving Ground. I like the idea behind it. I like the concept. I like what it does for the younger guys and even the veterans too. Where did the concept come from?
Well, honestly, to make a long story short, some people thought I should leave the Hot Rock. People didn't want me. Some of my partners didn't want me to run the Hot Rock no more. So I said, fuck that. I'm going to come up with a new concept. So sitting around drinking some of my Crown Apple, which I'm doing now, I got a little creative, and I sat back and thought. I was like, reality TV is where it's at. So think of something reality. We're wrestling. And to be honest with you, I was thinking about Dancing with the Stars. And I took that concept and I mixed it with a bunch of other little things that I had in my mind, and I came up with Wrestling with a Vet. XICW is a different breeding ground, and you know that, bro. We're different from different other promotions.
Oh, yeah,
Guys
for sure.
wrestle different in XICW than other promotions. So also with the concept of Wrestling with a Vet, I wanted to breed my own guys to work in my own company, breed them the XICW way.
Right.
So that was another concept of Wrestling with a Vet, to put a rookie with an XICW vet.
Right. In the Hot Rocks, dude, what a place for wrestling. There's so much history there than that venue. I mean, we talk about history with venues, and Hot Rocks is right there with it. But another venue that comes up when you think about history in Michigan and independent wrestling and even territory is the Lincoln Park Community Center. And you brought wrestling, or XICW, and you brought back wrestling to the Lincoln Park Community Center with the Sweet Daddy Malcolm Monroe and Chic Memorial Show, the first ever. And now I seen that you guys are going to do another one in 2020. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, bro. The first one was a success, and the reason why I came up with that, give shout out to Steve Rivera, Anthony Rivera. He had been telling me a long time to go check out Lincoln Park, and I just blew it off. And then finally, I was like, okay. So we got the deal done, and I did the Chic and the Sweet Daddy show because those are my two idols. I remember, walking them down the aisle at Lincoln Park. And I remember starting out wrestling in Lincoln Park. So that was another reason why I wanted to do the show there. And yeah, we're coming back with the Chic and Sweet Daddy Memorial Show #2, June the 13th, 2020.
Well, I'm definitely going to be there. I really like that place. There's a lot of room to do a lot of cool things there. And it's just a really nice venue and so much history there, man. So much history. What's one of your earliest or best memories from your personal memory from Lincoln Park?
Oh man, now you got me thinking now. Personal memory. Okay, my first Fans Bring the Weapons match. Uh-oh. It was me and my Uncle the Bug versus a guy named Dirty TX, Tex Monroe, and Kamala Jr. Somehow the ring truck was parked inside Lincoln Park. They jumped me, tied me up in the truck, duct taped me in the truck at the beginning before the show even started, and this was the main event. And so my Uncle Bug is out there getting his ass kicked by himself. They like, where DBA at? Where DBA at? They fucking forgot I was in the truck tied up. They come in there, I'm fucking passed out because it was fucking 90 fucking degrees in there. I'm passed out. They fucking open the door. I fucking wake up, take the tape off, and go do the match and win my first ever Fans Bring the Weapons match.
Oh, wow, man. That's insane. And you went on to do a whole lot more of those now, haven't you?
Yes, sir. I did 28 of them, and I am undefeated in Bring the Weapons.
That's insane. That is literally insane. Are you okay?
No, I'm not okay.
Oh, that is great. That is great. Now, so we're on the 7th season of Proving Ground, and dude, I love vets. I love all wrestling and all that, and I love the vets, but I have to tell you, this is probably one of the best set of rookies that I've seen. Wow, man, there is some good guys, some good talent right there. And every week, I can only imagine as a judge how hard it's going to be to judge these things. Can you tell us a little bit about how, because I see you guys up there and you got your sheets. And can you give us a little insight on exactly how those matches are judged?
Okay, well, we judge them on 5 categories. We judge them on their ring entrance. How they come out, how the fans react to them in their ring entrance. We have fan participation, I think, or fan reaction. Fan reaction. Do the crowd cheer for you or boo for you? Ring presence is another one that is on there. I don't know the other two off the top of my head. I can't remember what they are. But yeah, it's a 10-point scoring system with a total of 50 points can be made.
Okay. Right. Now, is it that kind of makes it a little easier because then you don't have to put a face to it, really. You know what I mean? You just write a number down and it makes it easier on you, I would think, or on myself anyways, and not having to go, okay, make a decision between so and so and so and so, rather let the numbers do the work.
Exactly. It's a real tournament. The numbers don't lie. The judges don't lie. We don't play favoritism.
Right.
We converse when we're up there with each other. Hey, what you think of this? What you think of that? And pretty much me, A.T. Huck, and Jamie Cox, our scores have been pretty much the same. Without cheating off each other's papers.
Right.
So we all kind of have the same mind when it comes to wrestling.
For sure. Now we know we got a couple shows coming up in 2020. Obviously, Proving Ground is going to keep going. Wow, what is Proving Ground? Let me tell you, what's going on with these booths at Hot Rocks, man? Them things are sold out in like a day. You guys put them things up and they are gone, man.
Bro, the booths be gone months in the advance. I think December booths are gone already also.
Yeah.
Proving Ground is a hot ticket, man. I appreciate all the fans for showing their love and their support, man. But it's a great thing that we're doing over there, and it showed.
Yeah, that's awesome. Now, is there, like you were saying, you're going to do another memorial show, and obviously Proving Ground is going to continue on with the season 7 and season 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and on and on and on and on. Is there anything else that you're looking to do with Proving Ground or with XICW events or anything like that?
Right now, only thing we have is, the 4 shows we got for Lincoln Park next year. And I got to sit down with my crew and see what else we're going to do. But, yeah, we got some big plans for 2020 for XICW.
I can't wait because, it's like every show you go to is better than the next one. I don't even know, man. At some of the end of them shows, I'm just sitting there going, I can't believe what I just watched. It's insane. I have such a great time. I really do. Harder for you, or was it easier for you in the wrestling business because you were in the business, but you know what I mean? Like sometimes it's harder for I know how I train, and my son used to train, so I was harder on my son than I was on other kids when I was teaching them. So how was it for you?
Oh, it was hard. It was hard for me. My dad didn't really train me. I was trained by Denny Cass. And after I got out of the Air Force, but that's when I got fully trained. And my dad didn't take it easy on me. He told the guys not to take it easy on me. He booked me with guys that was rough and told them not to take it easy on me, because he didn't want that, that's my son, so don't hurt him. No, they used to beat the shit out of me, but I liked it, though, so it didn't bother me.
Goes back to what we said earlier. There is something wrong, right?
Yeah, but that's just the way it was. It was rough and tough, and I liked it that way. But that's just how it was.
Right. Now I've seen some things about like when you were growing up and you were with the Sheik a lot, and with your dad and the Sheik and things like that, and you grew very fond of the Sheik. Can you tell us about that a little bit?
Well, I saw him like on a weekly basis, so I kind of grew on him, and then he took me backstage when the NWA came here, when he did those 2 shows back then. Wait, no, it was 1 show. They didn't want to pay him his money on the 2nd show, so he didn't go. I think he was in the tag match with Dusty Rhodes and Dick Murdoch and somebody else. And he took me backstage in his locker room and all of that. So I kind of look at the Sheik as my uncle, you know, not to
Right.
be like I'm Sabu or anything, but I
No, I
kind of look at
gotcha.
him. I grew up, you know, hanging around him, you know, so I owe a lot to him. I put it that way. I owe a lot to the Sheik and his family.
Right, for sure. And, did you learn a lot from him? Because the Sheik's the one that ran the territory here for a long period of time. I don't know the exact number of how long he ran the Detroit territory or the Midwest territory or whatever you want to say. But I mean, did you learn a lot of your things from him coming up?
No, because I was young and dumb then. I was when when I used to be the ring boy, you know, that's the guy that carried the jackets, you know, the
Right.
wrestler jackets up to the back. I was a ring boy when I was probably from like 13, fuck. Shit, I even did it when I came out of the military. I was still a ring boy.
Right.
Um, so that's how I got to be around him a lot. So I didn't really get to learn that much from him. Um, I learned that wrestling was real when I was around him, you know, because I was always taught not to look at him in the face. And then one time, my brother, he was helping me do security. We was like 17. I was like, bro, don't look the Sheik in the eye. He looked at the Sheik, and the Sheik got up and chased him with his pencil. You know, so wrestling was real back then. So I learned not to fucking look the Sheik in the face. That's what I learned.
That's awesome. I love those kind of stories. So where did you pick up like cuz it's everybody will say it, it's one thing to be, a wrestler, but it's another thing to be a promoter. And I mean, you can do both, but how did you get into promoting? Like 19 years ago, what made you decide to go, you know what? I'm starting XICW and let's do this.
Me and my dad. I was working for my dad at the time, and me and him had a personal falling out. And he had always taught me the difference between business and pleasure. Um, at that time, he didn't want to mix business and pleasure again, because we stopped talking for like a year. Before that year, you know, when we fell out, I kept coming to the shows and I was asking At Huck, hey, give me book back, give me book, because I was one of the top dudes in my dad's company. So I was like, give me back, give me back. My dad didn't want to hear it. He was stubborn, you know. So 2 or 3 months went by, and I was sitting on the sideline, and then me and Sean Smiley, the referee from the last show, we was like, fuck it, let's just start our own company. And here we are 19 years later,
That
XICW.
that's crazy, man. So just like it was just kind of like on a whim, and now here you are.
Yeah, I never wanted to run my own company. I had plans on taking over my dad's company, you know, but you know, with our personal issues, he didn't want to, you know, let that shit go.
Right.
But I'm glad we finally made up after a while. But it took for him to go in a coma and for me to talk wrestling and boxing to talk him out of that coma for us to get back together.
Well, what a way to come back together then, huh?
Yeah.
For sure. Now, so you have your dad, then you, three, and Killer Caden, right? Is that what you call him, Caden Killer or Killer Caden?
I don't one of the two. Killer the Caden the Killer.
Guy. So you know, there's that's three generations. Two currently are your children. So are are you personally vested in both of their careers?
If if they want me to be invested in their career.
Okay, well that makes sense because it's that weird spot with your kid. I get it, because I got kids too.
Yeah. Yeah, it's if they want to do it. I didn't honestly I didn't think Double M3 was gonna wrestle, you know, because
Yeah,
he was like 3 years old, and I put him in the ring, and he didn't like that shit. So I was
right.
like, no, he's not gonna be a wrestler. And he surprised me because I thought he was gonna be a basketball player. All through high school, he was basketball, basketball, basketball. Then all of a sudden, he wanted to be a wrestler. So I don't press my kids, just like my dad didn't press me. I wanted to do it on my own.
Well, that's awesome. That's how it worked out though. and 19 years. She got XICW. They're both wrestling, and three's all over the place. I mean, that dude's everywhere. Is there a day that he's not wrestling?
I think Monday.
I think Monday. That's awesome. So now XICW, there's the state of Michigan. We were at, what was it, Tri-City Wrestling, and you won the Battle Royal there, the Cassidy Crystal Battle Royal, and then every so often we get to see the DBA and MM3 together. We got to see you guys over there off to the side and have a seat and relax with some of the fans at Tri County there. What do you guys take pride in those moments where you get to just kind of sit back?
Yeah, I do. Me and Malcolm don't get along. He want to do his own thing. A fucking knucklehead ass kid. 23.
Yeah, I know.
But we have our moments when we come together and, we put our bullshit aside. And yeah, that was one of those nights, because it was for charity. It was for Pete Chris's daughter,
right.
So we put our shit aside and sat there for a moment. And then I had to kick his ass and throw him out the ring.
That's great. Dude, that's amazing. So, we see DBA, and we see the flaming elbow. Where did the flaming elbow come from?
Well, my dad used to do, not the bionic elbow, but, he used to body slam the guy, and then he used to run from the corner and hit him with the big elbow. It was called the big elbow drop. So I got it from him, but when I first started wrestling, I told him, I was like, I want to do a flaming elbow. He was like, what? I was like, yeah, I want to do your elbow, but I want to do it off the top rope, but set myself on fire. He's like, man, you crazy. I was like, I know, I want to do it. And that's how I came up with it.
Oh, that's amazing. So the flaming elbow, and so like at what point did you start doing the flaming elbow?
I have been doing it since, damn, bro, why you got me thinking back? Maybe 2000, and then I stopped for a little while, and I just started back up a couple of years ago.
Now we got it back, and
I stopped about 2 years in between 2000 and now. I stopped about 2 years or 3 years of doing it, and I've been doing it.
It's the everybody. It's not a good night until you see the flaming elbow, man. If you're in the ring, dude, you got to do it.
Man, everybody been wanting to see the flaming elbow forever, man. But y'all don't know that shit hurt. I burned myself.
I mean, I'm not laughing at you. I'm just the way you put it, dude. Man, y'all don't know.
You should be laughing at my dumb ass. I'm the one that set myself on fire like a fool.
Yeah, but you do it because you love it.
What makes it so ironic, I used to be a fireman in the fucking Air Force Reserve, and I'm fucking setting myself on fire.
Oh, wow. That is ironic. Find out new information all the time. I didn't know you were in the Army. You said something about you were in the Army?
The Air Force, yeah.
Air Force? I didn't no idea.
Yeah, doing Desert Storm, I served.
Really?
Yes, sir.
I had no idea. Well, that would explain the Army fatigue, huh?
Yep, that's where I got it from. Everybody thinks I started that shit. No, Jack, I fucking started wearing camouflage because when I got out the military, I started wearing it. When I started wrestling, New Jack was wearing a black jumpsuit. Do you think I'd be disrespectful? Me and New Jack even fucking tagged up. He didn't fucking have camouflage on. So people always watch TV and they see what they want to see on TV, and I have to fucking tell motherfuckers, I've been fucking wearing camouflage since 92, motherfucker. Get the fuck out of here.
That's awesome. Get the fuck out of here, he said. So, dude, man, I am just really so humbled right now. I really enjoyed just sitting here and having a conversation. These are the interviews I really like. I like just being able to sit back and talk. I don't want to have to, just have a conversation and be just two dudes talking wrestling.
That's good, man. That's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah, sometimes, one of the things I ask a lot of people, and considering you're a promoter, I think that you might have a little bit of a different take on this question than some of the other people that I've asked. But without saying names and things like that, there's been a very big push for independent wrestling, not just in Michigan, but all over the country. And, there's the big leagues, there's the biggins that are out there. And, they're still doing big numbers. But these little guys out here in the independents are starting to do really well for themselves. And not all of them, but, there's a big following in the independents now. What do you think is causing that? Do you think it's something independents are doing better, or what do you think it is?
Wrestling is just hot right now. I don't know why, but I love it. I'm glad it's fucking hot right now. A lot of people saying there's too much wrestling going on or whatever. I love it, man. Wrestling is fucking killing it right now.
Yeah.
It's about every day in the week. You never would think that shit would be happening. So I'm not hating on it. I love wrestling. Pro wrestling is in my blood, and I want everybody to succeed. People don't think I want people to succeed, but I do.
Well, yeah.
I want some people to succeed. Some motherfuckers should be buying tickets and stand their monkey asses behind the guardrail and not run shows.
I would agree with that as well. I'd agree with that too. Now, so, the independents, there's a big push, and you say, I want everybody to succeed. You work pretty. A lot of the guys that are over at Impact kind of come over here sometimes. Not all of them, but there are a few guys like Elgin and the Chris brothers every once in a while. There's a few other guys, Kong and all these other dudes. Do you think it's awesome for like a organization such as like Impact Wrestling to allow their talent to do independent shows as well as the TV time that they're doing for like Impact?
Yeah, because Impact not running 2 and 3 shows a week, so these guys got to eat. So they got to make money somewhere to put food on their family table. So of course they got to let them work the indies, or the guys just gonna sit at home and do nothing and not get paid and fucking don't pay their mortgage and lose their cars and all of that other shit. So yeah, it's good that they let these guys go franchise and fucking.
Right. Now, let's see, so Proving Ground, November 10th, coming up. What do we got to look forward to? Can you give us a match?
Oh man, I don't have the lineup in front of me. You should have told me that when we.
I don't want it all.
No, we got the 2 wrestling with a vet. The other 2 first round matches is Team Movado with Mysterious Movado and Eric Ely against Team Jackson Stone, the Proving Ground champ, and Sean Tyler.
Yes, sir. And
the other match is Team Game Boy and Mitch Hewitt against, Team Dre Jacobs and TJ Myers.
Man, dude, this just like last time. It's so hard to go, man, which one goes and which stays? Oh my God.
But do you want to hear the Team Noah Proving Ground Tag Team Championship match?
Uh-oh.
I do that one too.
Uh-oh.
It's Aaron and Dickie going to defend the titles against, and this is the fan booker match.
Oh, really?
This is the fan booker match. They wanted Team Noah Proving Ground Tag Team Championship, Aaron O'Ryan and Dickie Watts against Jack Price and Adam Witt.
Whoa! Wow. That's an insane. That's
Proving Ground, bro. That's why I love Proving Ground. Fans get to interact. They get to book matches. They get to manage. They get to do commentary. I fucking love it, bro. That's why I'm glad I came in with it. The most fan interaction promotion ever.
And I really like that too, except for when Greg Clayton wins everything. Punk. Shout out to Greg Clayton, who always wins. But yeah, dude, I really like that. You get those of you out there that don't know, they do a raffle, right? And you can buy raffle tickets, and you can book a match. The fan books a match. The fan gets to be the commentator during a match, or you get to be, you get to come out with somebody during that match. Or is that the fan booker?
That's fan manager.
Oh, fan manager. That's it. Fan manager. Thank you. Yeah. So you get to be a manager, and which is awesome too. That's kind of cool. How many people in their lifetime as wrestling fans have dreamed about walking their favorite wrestler out to the ring and be, to be Captain Lou Albano or something like that? That's awesome. Oh, I can't. I'm gonna have to go buy tickets on the 10th now. Well, DBA, bro, dude, I want to say thanks so much. I really do appreciate this, man. I've been meaning to want to interview you for a while. I just, it takes time to build up the who I am. So, dude, thank you so much for doing this. And, I appreciate, you taking the time, and not only that, treating me with as much as respect as you would treat anybody else. I really want to say thank you.
Brother, no thanks needed, man. Thanks for having me. I appreciate you. Without people like you, Cody, I wouldn't be where I'm at. You as a fan, you as, building your own little YouTube and this interview stuff, without all of this, it's no me, so thank you.
I appreciate it, sir. I do. Hey, guys, I'm going to throw down in the description to XICW, to their website, and also to their Facebook and any social media that they have. Make sure that you head on over to xicw.info/tickets. See, I got this stuff memorized. /tickets. All right. And get over there and get yourself some tickets to Proving Ground, and make sure you're looking for them tickets to the Lincoln Park Community Center for the second memorial show, because that is going to be some serious fire for sure. Maybe, and there's probably going to be some fire on that elbow for sure. Dude, thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, bro. But hey, we're going to Lincoln Park May the 9th, I think, the day before Mother's Day. We're going to make our return to Lincoln Park that day.
May 9th, and that's not the memorial show, right?
No, that's not the memorial show. The memorial show is June the 13th, and I think we're going to do a fan fest and convention that night also.
Oh, that sounds awesome, man. Sign me up. Sold. Sign me up. Right now. All right. Thank you so much, brother.
Thank you.
This is Rasslin Rage. Do it now. This is Rasslin Rage. Scream it out loud. This is Rasslin Rage. Cody Fleming is the man who leads the brigade. Who's going down? This is Rasslin Rage. Do it now. This is Rasslin Rage. Scream it out loud. This is Rasslin Rage. Cody